Welcome back to Dream Car Giveaways, and today we're doing something a bit different. Although most of the cars we actually build, we don't document the process, but today that changes. We've got this 2019 M135i and it is the dream spec. Melbourne red paint, Harman Kardon sound system, X-Drive, but apart from that, it's a bit dead. It's got the cheese grater grills, it's got all the chromey bits, the wheels, sick in my mouth. So we've teamed up with Motec and we've got all of these parts. There's lots of M Performance parts, there's lots of carbon, there's a different exhaust. This is 300 horsepower, we need to unleash some of that noise. And there's some bigger boxes which aren't actually here yet, and they're to replace those gammy wheels. So it's getting sent over to Richard's Racing, which is Martin and Si over there. I used to work there, it's a top place, and they're gonna transform this thing into something that you want to be seen in, something you want to drive, more importantly, something you guys could win.
So yeah, I thought I'd come out in the car, give it a little road test before we take it back to the workshop, put it underneath the knife. And yeah, 135i, I'll be truthfully honest with you now, I wasn't really that impressed with when BMW released the 1 Series with transverse engine and front wheel drive. I thought they were going away from their, you know, BMW ethos really. So yeah, I wasn't that impressed, but then they've released this 135i X-Drive. So like, I feel you get the benefits of a hot hatch with 4-wheel drive, and they put in a 4-cylinder engine, which again, for a performance M model, the 4-cylinder wasn't really the engine of choice. But this thing, 300 horsepower, 8-speed gearbox, as I said, X-Drive. It's different to normal BMW X-Drives, which are predominantly rear-wheel drive, and then it brings in the front wheels, where this is predominantly front-wheel drive, and then when traction is lost and more traction is needed, it puts the power to the rear wheels and making it 4-wheel drive. So again, you get a nice feeling that it's front-wheel drive, hot hatch, really responsive turbo engine, which is awesome. And you have an LSD up front as well, so you actually feel that through the steering wheel. Goes pretty well, and that's not even sport mode. The engine actually surprises me a lot. I really wasn't that impressed that it was going to be a 4-cylinder in this 135i. You know, the 135, 140 in the older 1 Series was a 6-cylinder turbo engine, but I think, you know, the front engine, transverse engine, you're not going to get a 6-cylinder in there, so this is the best way to do it. And it's really nice, it's cool, feels pokey and enjoyable and fun to drive, which is really what you want. And it also has all the creature comforts of a modern BMW. You've got head-up display, we've got active cruise, what's that? Need some fuel. Obviously the boys haven't filled this up yet, and I literally just had to come over and get a GoPro mount, and we've got 49 miles range, so that's what that beep was. Wow, this gearbox is pretty nice. The car does perform really well. Actually, lots of fun to drive and comfortable. It has all, oh, we've got to put it in, get out the way of him. It's got all the modern safety features, head-up display, 8-speed gearbox, oh, adaptive cruise. It's actually a really fun car to be in. I like it. Let's get back to the workshop and make it just that little bit better, a little bit more individual, and hopefully sound a little bit better as well. Nice. Right, so the suspension's on. Simon's now just putting our string alignment kit on there and setting it all up, and then we're going to do the alignment. Found the specs from BMW for the original alignment, and then we're going to just give it a little tweak to make it kind of fast road spec. Yeah, we've still got the original wheels on. We actually found out on the inspection that some of the tyres had very small cracking and perishing. So we've the guys have ordered a new set of tyres. They're going to be here in a couple of days, so it's going to be a couple of days till we get the wheels on this car, but we can still get everything else done. We've removed these panels here. We're going to give those to Alec, and hopefully he's going to wrap them. If not, they'll go to Stefan, who's our resident paint specialist, and he'll paint them gloss black to match the rest of the pieces. I've removed the front splitter, and then we're just figuring out how the new one fits on. I've literally just been out and got some bolts, rib nuts, things like that, because a big issue with a lot of these aftermarket splitters and side steps, they don't supply you fasteners, or they give you wood screws basically to fit them. We are not a fan of that, so we try and do it much better, have it much more secure. We use rib nuts and proper M5 little dome head bolts and things like that. I like to think we do the job properly. I'm really not a fan of screwing screws into panels. So yeah, we'll keep you updated on that. And gonna get this alignment tickety-boo, and it should drive straight, lovely, and handle awesome for you guys. One of you guys is going to win this. That's the alignment done. Simon's packed it all away. Almost time for the first start, I think, to see what this exhaust sounds like. It's a fair bit lower. Looks good. Nicely settled the car, got rid of a bit of that arch gap. I think once these wheels are on, because the new wheels actually poke slightly more, so these are 8J wheels, and then the ones going on are 8.5. So new diffuser, new diffuser. Tips, yeah, we might need to adjust them. A big thing to think about with these exhausts is when they get hot, the exhaust actually grows and pokes out a little bit more. But yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more aggressive on the rear end. You're going to start it up?
Yeah. Excited. It's not.
The cold start will probably be the loudest, won't it? Oh. Cool, I reckon we'll let that warm up a minute, and then we'll see what it sounds. Sounds a little bit beefier, but not too...
Just kicked in and heard that valve open.
Yeah.
I think that's its 4.
At least it's not too obscene.
That's comfort.
Yeah. Nice.
4.
A few moments later.
Got the old pop and bang mat, bro?
Asbo.
Let's see what this 135i is like. Oh, son. After what we've done to it. First things first, got some speed umps here, so let's see if it goes over speed umps. Little one. Nice. So that's a good start. Speed ump's not a problem, even though it's lowered. So we have a pretty good test route, which we take all cars on. It's a little bit of speed umps, obviously. A nice bit of straight road to get up to a good speed, and then some nice twisties with a few bumps, so we can check like the car's not rubbing, especially after we put, you know, bigger wheels or offset wheels, things like that. A couple of roundabouts can really get the feel for how the car is. To me already the car feels a little bit more planted. You definitely notice the centre of gravity being a little bit lower down. I think, as Simon said before, the alignment was out a little bit on this, and even now, you know, it just feels a little bit more positive on the steering. Oh yeah, definite difference to the exhaust. It just sounds a little bit better. Some big bumps here. This is where we see if the not a single block. Nice. Yeah, definitely a slightly deeper note on the exhaust. Sounds really cool, but not, you know, overpowering. You know, this is still a nice daily car. You don't want it too over the top. You want to use this car daily, but you want to have it just a little bit sportier, and that's exactly what the rearless exhaust does, I think. Yeah, I think definitely the alignment was out very slightly before, so now it feels really good. I think that's it for this one, guys. I think this car came out really good. A nice change in the aesthetics. Like, this car kind of looked a little bit dull, but now I think it just looks way more sporty, much more aggressive. It handles much nicer, and yeah, I'm pretty happy how this one came out. So if you like what you see, if you like the content, drop a like and subscribe, and hopefully we can bring you some more. Let us know in the comments if there's certain things you'd like to see more of, and I'll see you on the next one.
And boom, we are back from the shop with the M135i. And believe it or not, this is the same car, but how different does it look? So what has Martin and Simon done? Got front splitter down here. We've got some canards for added downforce. Those gammy grills have gone. They looked horrible. These look so much better. And while you're at the front there, Scott, you might notice that this is actually lower now as well. So we've lowered it on springs, bowler wheels. Got some side skirts down here. Little touch of carbon up here, Scott. You with me, Scott? Come on. Got a spoiler up here. Rear diffuser. Different exhaust system because you want to free up some of those horsepowers. And yeah, blacked out badges as well. So now it doesn't look so much like a airport shuttle car. It looks proper mean now. In stock form, I don't know why, these don't look the best, and you do a few little touches like this and it totally transforms them. This thing looks incredible now. So yeah, hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight into behind the scenes here at Dream Car Giveaways. We do a lot of work to most of our cars. So yeah, if you want to see more stuff like this, comment below, like and subscribe, and yeah, head over to dreamcargiveaways.co.uk and you can see the cars that are coming up next that you could win.